Welcome back to another videos. Join us for the latest news, insights, and updates on the Iraqi dinar. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's explore the world of the Iraqi dinar together. The topic of currency reform, particularly the idea of deleting zeros from a nation's currency, is a significant economic undertaking that reflects the broader context of economic growth and diversification. When considering such a reform for the Iraqi dinar, it is essential to understand the underlying motivations, processes, and the factors that determine the time required for implementation. Currency reform, specifically the removal of zeros, is often aimed at simplifying transactions, improving the perception of the currency, and aligning monetary policy with the realities of economic growth. The decision to undertake this type of reform is not made in isolation. It is deeply rooted in the economic conditions of a country, the goals of its monetary authorities, and the broader vision for its economic future. For Iraq, a country that has faced decades of economic challenges, including wars, sanctions, and political instability, the potential for currency reform reflects the aspirations for a more stable and diversified economy. The act of removing zeros from the currency, known as redenomination, is often seen as a symbolic gesture that signifies progress and confidence in the nation's economic trajectory. Economic growth and diversification are the cornerstones of such reform efforts. For a country like Iraq, which has been heavily reliant on oil revenues, diversification involves reducing dependence on a single sector and fostering growth across various industries. This process requires structural changes, including investments in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and technology, as well as reforms in governance and the financial sector. As these changes take place and the economy grows, the rationale for currency reform becomes more compelling. A redenomination can reflect the achievements of these reforms, providing a psychological boost to both citizens and investors. The time frame for implementing a redenomination depends on several factors, including the pace of economic reforms, the stability of the political environment, and the preparedness of the financial and banking systems. It is not a process that can be rushed, as it requires careful planning and execution. Authorities must ensure that the public is adequately informed about the changes, that the new currency is distributed effectively, and that any potential disruptions to the economy are minimized. For Iraq, this means addressing challenges such as corruption, ensuring the independence of monetary policy, and building confidence in the central bank's ability to manage the transition. Moreover, currency reform is a technical process that involves redesigning and printing new currency, recalibrating financial systems, and training personnel across the banking and financial sectors. It also requires collaboration with international organizations and stakeholders to ensure that the transition is smooth and that the new currency is accepted both domestically and internationally. This adds another layer of complexity and can extend the time frame for implementation. The role of public perception cannot be understated in this process. For a redenomination to be successful, the public must trust that the new currency will hold its value and that the reform will not lead to inflation or economic instability. Building this trust requires transparent communication from the authorities and a clear demonstration of the economic benefits of the reform. This is particularly important in a country like Iraq, where economic challenges have eroded public confidence in the financial system. Ultimately, the timeline for implementing a redenomination is determined by the country's ability to achieve the economic and institutional conditions necessary for such a reform. It is a reflection of the nation's progress in economic growth and diversification. For Iraq, This means addressing its unique challenges while leveraging its potential, such as its natural resources and strategic geographic location. The time required for this journey depends on the commitment of the government, the resilience of its people, and the support of the international community. Currency reform is not just a technical adjustment, it is a statement about the country's vision for its future. For Iraq, the decision to delete zeros from its currency will be a milestone in its journey toward economic stability and prosperity. However, the timing of this reform will depend on how quickly and effectively the country can implement the necessary economic and structural changes. The journey may be long and complex, but the rewards of a successful redenomination are well worth the effort. Thanks for watching Iraqi Dinar. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share our videos. Your support keeps our channel going. Stay curious, and see you in the next one.